today's the day. 3 o'clock. We're leaving in 15 minutes, so I'm just finishing packing up. Oh my gosh, here we are. Camille's warming up right now, putting her spikes on. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. I started crying during the start. So inspiring. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Man, love your videos. Hey, thanks, man.
You're healing well, buddy.
Thank you. All right, now we're rushing to the car and we're getting in and driving 3 hours to the first aid station. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, got the camera hiking up. Hi. Hiking up, said we got about half mile to a mile up. So I am making my way with this camera. And it's a pretty good little climb here. It's gonna be really close. No. Apparently we missed her. So they said she was 5 or 10 minutes past. It's all good. We got time to go to the next one. I haven't seen Connor yet, so that's good. So now we're going to Dusty Corners and we'll make sure we get her there. Well.
When it gets crazy, then it's like...
You looking for Matt Daniels? Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey, he's around here somewhere. Here we go, Matt.
Good job, Matt. Yeah, it's me this morning.
I'm taking nasty still. Stung by bees. What do you want to eat? Nothing. Let's get this shit going. Okay.
Where's Camille's crew?
Right here.
Sorry, she was 6th at Duncan.
Take that down.
6th, female. Women are just getting through Robinson.
We're here at Dusty Corners right now, and top about 10 men have gone through. Mark Hammond just went through. Still waiting on the first female. Here's Eric. So we had a little bit of a mess up with taking a wrong turn. And so we missed the first aid station, which was Duncan Canyon. We missed her by like maybe 2 or 3 minutes. There's a sign right here that says no crew beyond this point. So Camille should be here in maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes maybe.
Good job, brother. Good job, man.
So now we're through like top 12 men. Still waiting on Courtney DeWalter, who's up first. Here comes another guy right here.
How I'm doing. The silence go to broke cause they know him for talking fluent. Got him under the influence, the truest, talking to him. Recline the ego, bumping him out music, I'm a
Okay, Courtney DeWalter just came through. I'm gonna stand here at this aid station and we're gonna get this shot. So second woman, Claire Gallagher, just came through like 2-3 minutes ago. And Camille's at least in third. So now Camille is like 35 minutes behind Courtney DeWalter. So, having a tough day, it looks like. 38 miles. This is Yasin Daboon.
Pascal, cut it down.
Okay, so I'm just about done with this edit, but there's a few spots in here where I wasn't able to really film a whole lot with the GoPro, and so I wanted to provide a little bit extra context and some explanation as to what happened and why there's just a big jump. So I'm gonna do that right now. The first one is right here at Dusty Corners. This is mile 38 of the race. Camille came in here and she was like right around like 15th place or so, about 40 minutes behind Courtney DeWalter. And you could tell that she was not having the best day she's ever had. She was struggling a little bit. She was on the limit, like she was giving it everything, but you could tell that there was just a few things weren't right. She was having problems with her shoes early. The track spikes were great for going up in the snow, but then as soon as she started going down a little bit, there wasn't enough traction on the heel to really like give her any good grip. So she said she was having problems with that. Her hip was starting to flare up a little bit, which is the injury she had in the past. She was just having a hard time, just a tough day, and you could tell, but she was still mentally all there. She was still in it. She drank a little bit, filled her bottles, didn't eat anything, but grabbed some extra gels and was out like really fast. Like we're talking 2 or 3 minutes and she was out. So back to the video.
She's complaining about her hip. She's saying running downhill felt good, but running uphill did not. So she was like maybe close to 15th place, we think. 44 minutes behind Courtney. Next time we're gonna see her is at Michigan Bluff 55. So she got 17 miles. I don't know, 3 hours maybe for us to get there. We should be good. All right, so now we're just getting the Michigan Bluff aid station. This one's a big one, and it looks like some of the top guys are running through. Here's Ryan Sands coming through. Looks like 1 through 5 have just gone through. Wow, that was awesome. Just precision, quick, made it through. That was amazing. Myself, they call me J-O-N to the easy E-N. Know that we undefeated, y'all are beneath them speeches trying to air a grievance, but his lines are overhead, better check the end. Well, that was really exciting. Yeah, Courtney DeWalter came through, and then Chris Mako came through, like within less than a minute of each other. And then Courtney took off ahead of him, so in and out, kind of in the same position. But both of them were in the aid station at the same time. Their crews are fast. Still got a ways to wait for Camille. She was about 44 minutes behind Courtney, 17 miles ago. Making sure that you know why, because this is forever.
Welcome, Catherine.
Yeah, this has just been incredible hanging out in Michigan Bluff. Camille is running behind, but it's okay. She's got lots of time. It's not really that hot, a little bit when it comes to that.
leaving a legacy. I am the one that they paid us. Got something to say, you know I've been waiting so patiently. This is my legacy. Y'all don't believe it, it waits. Basically, I have been running things. You can just go on and take us a year.
Runner number 3,
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up here a little
Jake
bit.
Lawrence from Minnesota. Good job,
What we
Jake.
got up here? Good job. Oh my gosh, I just feel like I'm on like hallowed ground right now, walking on the Western States Trail. Good job. Camille should be pretty close, I think. She was 15th woman, and we're pretty close to like maybe top 10. Good job. Hey. Man, lots of women stacked up all together. The only thing is I don't want to be like way up this trail when Camille comes.
You made it look easy. Rough, man.
Good job.
Rough.
Good job, you seen? Okay, I'm gonna try and run it.
This is the brand new, this is the brand new. Nothing you can do, nothing you can do. And there ain't no thing that you'll be taking from me. Man, it came from nothing, made it something. Name is buzzing, call me Ryan Gosling. Hey, go know that they gonna love me more when I'm gone to return.
This is what it looks like coming into Michigan Bluff.
God, because this is forever.
I think she's gotta be close. So right now Camille is laying in the medical tent getting her hip worked on. She's not feeling very good at all. She's back there. Yeah, it doesn't look good. She's hurting. She's hurting bad. We need Camille to get back on the trail. That's what we need. Yeah. I don't know. It's sad. She's just having a hard day.
All right. So I wanted to provide a little bit of explanation as to what happened at Michigan Bluff. Obviously, I was running around with the production cameras. I didn't really have the opportunity to pull out the GoPro, even to just set it down and let it record. I was just totally focused on capturing what was happening at the moment, because this was a really big point. I mean, this is going to be the climax of what happens in the film, because Camille came in and she was obviously hurting more than at Dusty Corners. Her hip had flared up and it had started causing issues with her hamstring and with her back, and she was just having a really, really hard time. She was having to kind of like torque her body as she was running, and when you are an elite athlete like that and you have to change your form during the race, it's just really not a good situation. So she ultimately ended up dropping here at Michigan Bluff, and it was really sad to see. Primarily it was sad because her race was over, and this is something that she'd really looked forward to and been working hard towards for a long time. And on the other hand, I was sad because I'm trying to make a film about this, and I really wanted her to win the race. I wanted it to be like this epic, you know, like all the stars aligned and like we caught everything, and it was just, but it didn't happen like that. She had to drop. She really had no other options. And I learned a lot about elites throughout this process. It's a different mindset going into a race for an elite versus an amateur runner, mid-packer, someone like myself. As an elite, you're there to win the race. You have a career on the line. It's your paycheck, your legs, your body. That's how you earn your income. And so it's a very different mindset when you're going into these races. And I feel like it's easy to criticize elites who drop during a race. And I've done so in the past, especially like triathlon days with like Macca and Crowley and all those guys. And sometimes they would just stop on the bike or stop like halfway through the run. Some of these elites and 100 milers, like they'll stop halfway. Or I don't understand it sometimes, but having the opportunity to be at this race and really be involved in the elite race, I learned a lot. If I was at Western States, it would be finish no matter what, at any cost, just get to the finish line. And if that meant that I had to spend, 6-12 months rehabbing something, I would do it. But I have the luxury of time, and I don't make my income based off of how many races I'm winning. An elite doesn't have that option. They have to protect their body first. Her running form had changed, which is possibly going to create even more issues down the line. She made the best decision that she could. She has the 24-hour World Championships coming up in France in October. If you follow her online, you saw that she went to a little bit of rehab, but then with a couple weeks, she was back out running in the mountains. It was sad, but it was eye-opening and really cool to see. The reason why she's not in this vlog at all is because all of that footage is being used for the film that I'm doing for Univid. So with that said, let's get back to the vlog.
All right, well, it's over. We just got a ride back to the car from a volunteer at the medical tent. I don't know what we're gonna do now. I think we're gonna go get dinner or something with Camille. Yeah. Sometimes that happens, you know? Sometimes things don't go the way you planned it. It's sad though, because I know how much she wanted this. I just can't describe how awesome this has been, even though it didn't go as planned. Michigan Bluff. That's where it all ended. I feel bad for her. I feel really bad. She wanted this. She wanted this so bad. Tuckos. Let's see here. Yeah, 17 miles away. All of them are. See, Forest Hill, there's nothing in Forest Hill. So you want to just go to one of these places? Everything's kind of like an Auburn. Sounds good. Go, Nathan! Alright, guys. This is incredibly exciting right now. We're walking onto the track. We just came to the finish to cheer people on. Here it is. Oh my gosh. They're coming in there and they're making a U-turn and going back around that way. And then hitting the finish line from that direction. Oh my gosh. I'm on the track right now. We're gonna head around and take a seat, just cheer people on.
There he is.
Earlier this year, won the Bear 100 in 2017. He's been third place. Kyle's got 3. Today, he's a Harvard Law School grad. And the Denver area where he's
Well, that's it. It's a wrap. Western States is over for us. It's pretty weird with this field being all ripped up. Packing up now, and we're headed out of here pretty soon. There are still runners out there on the trail. It's 8:15 in the morning. Our job here is done. Yeah, it kind of sucks because the post-race celebration meeting, all that is at noon, so we're gonna miss that, but yeah, we had a job to do here and it's done. So now I'm just packing up all this stuff. Gotta get all this camera equipment back in here. I've already packed up the Ronin. It's been a wild ride. This trip has been absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to come back here. Just watching all these runners, it was just really emotional. It's been incredible. It's time to go. So I'm gonna pack up.
At a rest stop somewhere in Utah. Yeah, this state is nice and people are open-minded. I gotta keep driving till I stop caring.
I'm sitting in the Reno airport right now, getting ready to fly back to Indiana. I have a very late flight, getting back at like 1:30 in the morning, back to Indiana. But yeah, this was just absolutely incredible. Thank you so much to Univid for bringing me out. Thank you to Camille for just being so generous with your time and just allowing me to hang out with you and film this documentary about your western states. If you guys are interested in watching the video, be sure to stay tuned. I will let you all know when and where to find it. It'll be a little bit before it's up. But yeah, that's it. I'm putting a wrap on this western states trip. It's been absolutely incredible. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll be back next year.
You know that this right here forever.